flavors. Get yours now in store or online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
All right, let's distract CC from
Please
his team
do.
losing.
Please, I need it.
So, Nick Sirianni, Philadelphia Eagles, their head coach, has been a lot of discussion about the play calling, and he gave this update yesterday as to evaluating everything, but no change being made?
Just to clarify what you said earlier about evaluating everything, so does that mean you are evaluating, like changing the play call?
No, we're not changing the play call. Okay. But we will evaluate everything, and that's what this weekend we'll have another little mini bye, and I think that's another short week, another short week that leads to a long weekend where we'll evaluate everything. But again, like I said, after that, it's never just about one person, right? You win as a team, you lose as a team, and you try to evaluate everything, win, lose, or draw, and get better from it.
The quarterback, Jalen Hurts, is still confident in the play caller. In this case, it is the offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo.
Confidence in Kevin right now as a play caller?
Yeah, I got confidence in him. I got confidence in this team. I got confidence in us when we're collaborative. I got a lot of confidence when we have an identity. So I think that's the first thing that we've got to establish that we've talked about.
Where are we at with the Eagles right now? Can they get back on track, or are they the same team, in essence, that fell apart a few years back?
Well, I mean, there are a lot of similarities between this team and the 2023 team, right? I mean, in 2023, the Eagles started 10-1 with 7 of those wins in one-score games. They lost 6 of their final 7, including a thud in the playoffs to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which led to a lot of tough questions, which Nick Sirianni admittedly said he didn't have the answers to. Mm-hmm. It feels like that same vibe around the team this year, with A.J. Brown making all of the noise first couple of months of the season, and them not being able to corral him and figure out what's going on from an X's and O's standpoint with the offense. And now it's led us to the place where we have to question whether or not the Eagles are about to go through another one of those collapses. Through the first 10 games this season, they're 8-2 record, and they have 7 of those wins were in one-score games. And now they've lost the last 2. So, yeah, you're questioning whether or not it's happening all over again for Philadelphia.
So let's look at where they rank offensively in various categories, all right? 24th in yards, 23rd in passing, 22nd in rushing, 19th in scoring. That's obviously not good enough, especially for a team that is trying to run it back as Super Bowl champions. And they're also the highest salaried offense in the NFL. You have a lot of money on that side of the ball. And CC, I need you to explain this to me. How concerning should it be if at this point in the season, Jalen Hurts is still saying we need to find our identity? We still need to find continuity and find our identity. We're in December. How do we not have an identity on that side of the ball yet?
I don't know. But what's scary is what's going on the defensive side of the ball. And you letting the Chicago Bears run it up on you. Now, I'm not trying to disrespect the Bears, but when you give up 280 yards rushing and 180 of those yards come before you even pinch the running back, that's a problem. You got beat physically, but also Nick Sirianni, Kevin Patullo, Vic Fangio got their asses whooped in that coaching booth too. You got out-coached, you got out-physicaled by an upstart group with a second-year quarterback, and you're the reigning defending champs with the Super Bowl MVP under center. That is completely unacceptable. Oh, and by the way, it happened in your building. And it happened after you lost to a division rival in the Dallas Cowboys. A sign of a good team is being able to bounce back from a loss and respond the right way to adversity. What about this situation in Philadelphia makes you feel like they're responding the right way? The only reason why we're still considering the Eagles in the championship conversation is because they did it last year. And a lot of the same names on the back of the jerseys are with the team this year. But guess what? Those names are not playing the same game that they did in 2024. It feels a lot like what happened in 2023.
Is that not enough? Like to literally look back at last year and say, I just assume that in the biggest of moments they'll be okay?
No.
It's not enough?
No. Not with all of the noise going on. Not with the team not being able to run the football. They've only had 4 games this year where the team has eclipsed 100 yards rushing. So only 4 games.
So when you won an 11,
we're in week 14.
It's crazy.
When you won an 11, you come back in 12, and you could feel the difference. Like, if I were to just, because I probably would have been the one, like, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl last year. Like, I'll be fine. Like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And I would have been wrong to do that, obviously. But you could feel the difference as a player from a Super Bowl winning team to the next year.
Well, the biggest difference is how teams approach you. You're going to get everybody's best game.
It's their Super Bowl.
Because they're measuring themselves against you.
Right, and they didn't know to do that a year ago, in essence.
No.
Right, that makes sense. The way you just said it makes sense. All right, coming up, we've been talking about the V Foundation, v.org/donate, and we've been talking about the matching program that's going on today, up to $1 million in matching in V Foundation donations. Wait till you hear the how and why behind it. We'll do that next. We're on Sportsmanlike. You were there to grab rebounds a decade ago.
Yeah.
That's why you're there, for that moment, in that scenario, at that time. And that's what the Giants obviously miss, because you have Abdul Carter, who has been late multiple times. It's unbelievable to be late multiple times like this and not learn the first time. Jackson Dart.
Twice in 3 weeks.
But both rookies, Jackson Dart, how many times do we have to tell you to not do things this way?
Someone's got to get it through to him that by protecting himself, he's protecting the team.
But Smalls,
it's so much more than just him and his body and playing hard and putting yourself out there in that way. Your viability protects the team.
Why is Abdul Carter penalized but not Jackson Dart? They're both breaking rules. Why?
No. It's a little bit different.
Why?
Well, because it's disrespectful what Abdul Carter is doing. It disrespects the coaching staff and all of the work that they put in organizing these meetings. It disrespects the players that are there on time, showing them that your time is more valuable than theirs. It's disrespectful what Abdul Carter is doing. What Jackson Dart is trying to do is go out there and compete. He's just not being smart about it. I think there's a difference in terms of intention, but when it comes to the impact on the team, it's about the same. Because if your quarterback can't be available because of injury, that's a problem. If Abdul Carter can't be available because of disciplinary reasons, it's a problem.
Are they hurting themselves in terms of attracting a new head coach right now?
No, they got a lot of pieces that teams would kill for.
And it's the New York Giants.
Brian Burns is top 5 in sacks this season, right? They've got an all-pro left tackle in Andrew Thomas. The offensive line, for the first time in a long time, seems functional. You have pieces that you like. You got a quarterback that has shown a lot of ability. I don't think that they're hurting themselves. I just think that they're ripe for the right person to step in and transform the franchise, similarly to what we saw in Chicago with Ben Johnson or what we're seeing in New England with Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, but the way Evan is talking about it, they are like, Jackson Dart, he's being insubordinate. He's like Evan, I think you live in this fantasia where like...
Fantasia?
Yeah, we're like...
A word?
Yes, it is. Where it's just like, hey, Canty, you could tell us better than anyone else. Your instincts kick in, and they've talked to him, right? I think there was the way they called the game